It's a perfectly picturesque snow globe kind of day here on the Door Peninsula. Precisely the conditions I have been awaiting to feature the exterior of one of the largest, best preserved, and in my opinion, the most beautiful dairy barn in the entire county, the 1900 Berg Barn. Good morning, everybody. What a beautiful, beautiful morning here in Door County. I have been meaning to photograph this barn for a very long time. I pass it a lot. It's very near my home. It's stunning how well kept it is. And I've been waiting for a day where we've had a beautiful snow coming out of the north to cover the trees, to cover the old vines that are crawling up the silos there. And then just some beautiful light breaking through here to the southeast. So get set up, get a composition going, and see what we get on this beautiful morning. Start with a 16 to 35 millimeter lens this morning, see where that gets us. It's a big barn. It's a lot to get in, so. I have to get higher. There's a fence post that is intersecting with the barn, and so you lose it. I want there to be white snow behind it to show separation between it and the barn. Oh, yeah, that's lovely, actually. Lovely indeed. Yeah. Just a tad this way. Now, one of the issues I have is my footprints going through the snow here to the lower left of this composition. I'll show you that here now. That's as good as it's going to get. But I think the light is really going to improve here. I'm just going to wait on some of that light in the sky, right above the silos. I love the way this fence provides a leading line here, going off to the left. It parallels the barn. It's just, I don't know, I find this a really pleasing composition. So I'm going to try a couple of different things here. I want to try to stop this snow in mid-flight so we see nice big snowflakes in the shot, because they are big and the wind isn't blowing too bad. It'd be better if they were, you know, those big fluffy ones just kind of dancing down, but they're not. So I'm going to shoot at 1/2000th of a second, but in doing that, f2.8, and I have to crank the ISO up to 400, which should be all right. Shutter speed of 2000, f2.8, ISO 400. No need for a 2-second timer with a 2000 shutter speed. I'm not going to get any vibration here. All right, well, it's starting to snow a little bit heavier now. Just gorgeous light in that sky. Oh my gosh. I darkened it down to f6.7 just to bring out more detail in the sky. And yeah, it's 1/1000th of a second that time at f6.7. So I'm trying a few different things here and see what works out best in terms of contrast between the barn and the sky, which continues to brighten up. Oh, light. That light is really coming on now. Beautiful. Oh, look how that light is just glowing beautifully right behind the gable end of this barn and the silos. Patches of blue sky. Oh, it's really, really sweet. Look at my histogram here. Okay, shooting at 1/1000th of a second. f5, f6.7, ISO 400. And it looks dark on the back of the screen, but the histogram is really, really well balanced. I'll be able to bring those highlights down and the shadows up in Lightroom, no problem. Hopefully. I say no problem. Shoot a couple others here to bracket these. And so we can't find another composition. It's 10 degrees out here this morning. There's a couple of horses out here with blankets on, snow on their back, just grazing away. What a beautiful, beautiful scene. You know, there are so many wonderful scenes off the beaten path here in Door County, and this is off the beaten path. Tourists aren't going to get a look at this, that's for sure. And just the beautiful, majestic stateliness of this barn and how well it's been cared for over the years. Just gorgeous. And lovely pasture and stuff behind it. Yeah, when I saw that sky opening up, I thought I would stop and ask if I could come and take some photos. Oh yeah, light is even going to improve even more now. Blue sky moving from north to south. So it'll only be a few minutes. Let's find another composition. It was a wonderfully relaxing day in the blanketed meadow, photographing such an incredible structure in all of its winter glory. And I'm grateful to owners Tom and Nancy Drager for the opportunity. They have owned this farm for about 30 years and have lovingly renovated the entire property. And when this barn was constructed in 1900, the bachelor farmer who settled here purposely built it to be the largest barn in the county. Nancy came out to ask if I'd like to get a view of the other side. I couldn't turn that down. So she led me through the barn and out along the pasture. Turns out we had a couple of curious visitors come along too. The boards comprising the siding of the barn are made of local hemlock, believed to have come from Chambers Island. And when it came time for renovation, Tom Drager went to great lengths to obtain the same local hemlock.
As luck would have it, a logging friend of his, Riney Crosley, was clearing hardwood from Chambers Island at the time and had no use for the hemlock. Tom, working for Roan Salvage, ferried all the logs to the mainland, bought the hemlock, and had it custom milled by Jamie Sperber at her mill in Egg Harbor, 20-foot lengths, 1 inch thick, and 12 inches wide, to match the original. Tom relishes in the fact that he was able to replace the siding with the same timber. And that's the way a lot of thoughtful business gets done here on the peninsula, through community.
So the light is just coming onto this now. It's absolutely stunning. I'm shooting at f11, 1/250th of a second, ISO 200. A lot of contrast now. There's just a little bit of filtering sunlight, so it's not too terribly strong. And what a composition. What a beautiful composition. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for me today here at Nancy and Tom's barn. Oh, what a gorgeous winter day here in Door County. So until next time, stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you down the road. Check this out. You like that 16 to 35 millimeter lens, huh? Is that one of your favorites?
The guardian of the pasture, he's the one that, okay, they're all gone now. They're all gone now. So he's the one that watches to make sure that everything's safe.